Okay, this is the video that you guys request all the time, like what I'm going to sell, why I'm going to sell this, to who I'm going to sell this type of service with my business. So today in this video, I will give you 3 niches that nobody already talked about, so you have new ideas to start your business. Disclaimer. This is a business, takes time to grow, takes time to make money, takes time to get customers, takes time to understand the business model, the right way to approach your customers with your niche. So don't think that you start today and in a week you start making $10,000 a month. This is a trend that I see all over the internet, all over YouTube, and I really don't like, because we need to understand that business, it's not super easy, it's something really hard, but it's achievable, and we need to be transparent with everybody. So that's why on this channel, what I want to do, I want to give information to everybody for free. You don't have to pay for any mastermind or monthly subscription. All the tools, the resources that I have are for free in my Discord. So that's why I want to communicate as clear as I can. The business is hard, is doable, but you need to keep in mind that's really hard. Otherwise, everybody would do it and, we wouldn't be here. So let's start with the main overall structure of this video. I will give you 3 niches. I will tell you what to do, how you can do it, but then again, it's up to you to put your own twist in order to get customers. Because yes, this is the first niche. Try and get new customers. Last week, I made a video about how to future-proof our company, our business, and this was one of the niches that I came up with in order to future-proof our business. Because the thing is, if you think about it, one thing that will be here today, that is here today and will be here in 20 years, 15 years, is customer asking you to find new customers. So one thing that we need to create, and one thing that we can create, is called personalized cold outreach agency. What I mean by this? So the personalized aspect is the keyword that we need to understand. Everybody does cold outreach with email, with paid ads, with referrals, whatever. And the problem with that is it's not super personalized. So you don't have a way to be super personalized with your customer. So the communication you have is always the same. And nowadays, everybody knows about ads, how they works, and all these people that are being targeted with ads already know what to expect. So it's our job to create something that is different. And how we can achieve that. So to start, you need to understand, okay, I'm creating an agency that helps people create personalized cold outreach. I can do this, let's say, by creating a chatbot that is super personalized with the owner of the agency, or you can start with getting customers, get feedback from those customers, of providing the service for free. Because at the beginning, if you have no experience, there's no point for you to charge someone. You need to get that experience. So charge $0 so you get the experience that you need to then use it as leverage with new customers. So once you have the top 10 questions that the people ask regarding your specific niche, in this case, you can create a specific bot that does outreaches for the company or your customer. So this is one tool that you can build. So you can create the ads, and the ads can bring to the specific bot to talk to with people, that is able to book appointments with people. Again, I talked about this last week again with Air. It's something I've tested in the past. Something similar to Air is something actually super interesting, because you can offer this as a service to companies, and you can tell companies, hey, I can craft a specific bot, chatbot, AI, you can call it as you want, that is super specific to your business, and it's super specific to your way of communication, and it's super specific to the way you do business. So when the customer is engaged via, let's say, a web form, whatever, the customer doesn't feel like it's talking to pre-made template of an email, but feels like it's talking to something that is actually targeted specifically to that customer. Why? Because if this business is in business for a long time, they already know all the information, already know all the questions that the new customers might have, so you can add that within the AI. Another thing is, if you have, again, experience with customers that you know already, what you can create within the bot. So to clear up and summarize the first niche, create a personalized cold outreach agency that uses AI to contact customers in a more personalized way. I can't tell you what to create. I can give you an idea here. So a thing that you can get from this video and you can start implementing. Let's say you approach a coach, business coach that does online courses, whatever. This is actually a niche that's super interesting, because you can approach a coach, or you can say, hey, I can create an AI that is actually exactly like you. So a sort of clone for the coach. So this is useful for the coach because then has an AI that is able to engage with customers, that does customer service. So this is one specific thing that you can offer to influencers, to business coaches, to anybody that has the need to have a specific thing that is personalized for the customer. So this is the first niche. So the second niche is the healthcare niche. Yes, again, I talked about this last week already, but I want to explain better what I meant by healthcare. And in this video, I will give you again some ideas that you can implement as well. First and foremost, this is not for everyone because this niche is actually super complicated for a lot of different aspects. I mean, healthcare is really a delicate topic. So if we have to create something that is dealing with patients, we need to understand a right way to build it. We need to have maybe specific certifications, and it's not all super easy to get into, but it's not impossible. If you have the willing to create, a super specific tool for, let's say, hospitals or for clinics, whatever, you can do actually something super interesting, and the profit margins on this one are immense, because if you get your foot in, then you can start building on top of that, and you know better than me how profitable is that specific niche. But I'm gonna give you some ideas so you better understand what you can actually offer to, let's say, a clinic. So let's start with the clinic so it's easier for you to understand. Of course, a private clinic might have customer management, might have a CRM, so maybe a software that manages customers, that manages patients. So that is something you can implement and make better with AI. So the customer can be classified automatically with specific tags or with specific information that you can add to the tool itself. Another thing that you can do is create a tool that manages and implements the data, because as you know better than me, that healthcare is most of the times based in data. So when you have to deal with a lot of data, because usually this is the case, AI is actually super interesting and super useful to get trends, to understand better the data. Yes, you have people doing it, in the clinics nowadays, like humans, but AI is faster and is more accurate, because if you provide this specific data, then the output will be faster. So even the overall structure, the cost of the business can be reduced. So these are the main two that I want to give you as a suggestion today. This niche is super interesting, but again, it's really hard to get into, but it's there. It's something that you can start implementing, but again, check in your specific country with what type of certifications you might need to get into this niche. And collaboration is the key for success here, because once you start working here, you better understand how the systems work, you better understand how even the structure of the clinic, of an hospital might work, and this can help you build a better tool. And again, before you say, oh, I'm gonna make tools for a clinic, I'm gonna make tools for doctors, just understand, because you're dealing here with patients. So it's very important that you understand what you're doing. But again, healthcare is super interesting. There's a lot of money to be made here. If you have the certifications, if you want to get the certification, start doing, because this will be one of the main niches that will be developed by AI. The third niche can help you make and start your agency is the financial niche. This, again, the financial niche is the word, money is there, so there's a lot of money to be made here as well. But what tools you can use and you can create to start your business specific to your specific niche. If you want to create a business, it's better to niche down to something specific and being the expert in that specific field. There's no point for you to do 5 different niches for 5 different fields, because yes, you might do things differently, but it's better if you are super specific to one specific niche. So in this way, you'll be able to provide more value to your customers, because again, remember what I said at the beginning of the video, value is key for any successful business. So I'm giving you ideas here as well for the financial niche. So AI here can be used to do a lot of different things. Predictive analysis, you can use it to spot trends, all different things. But the main 4 I want to give you today are smart investing. So you get or provide all the data to the AI. AI spots trends and understand what is better to do within a specific market. So this is the first one. The second one is fraud detection, because you better know better than me that with online transaction, with any transaction really, you are always at risk of fraud. So in order to prevent this, you can use AI to spot unusual transactions and unusual trends as well, helping banks, helping businesses, any type of business that deals with transaction. This is something you can actually implement with AI. So the third one is budget and savings. With this one, you can create AI-powered apps that can help savings and give you budgeting advice along the way, spotting trends again, seeing what you're actually doing. And this is a super useful tool that you can provide to businesses as well to, let's say, manage cash flow. This is something extra. As a business owner, if you run a business, you don't maybe always on top of things, you're always running all over the place, and having a tool that actually does this for you and gives you an output saying, hey, this is my advice for the month, for the quarter of the year, then you know exactly what to do, and it's time saving and it's super useful for personal use or again for businesses. And the fourth one is risk management. In the world of insurance and risk assessment, AI can calculate more accurately, more specifically than before, and this can lead to better premiums. So you can use this as a software implemented with an insurance company, and you can provide it for specific fees depending on many data needs to process. Again, this last one is as the one before for the banks and everything are a bit more complicated, so you might need specific developers developing the tool itself. But all these different niches are niches within the finance, so that's what I'm saying. If you stick to a specific niche and niche down on that niche, then what you can do is create specific tools for specific business. And once you have that built, you can then copy paste it to any business, because again, the best thing about the AI business is that once you created the tool, you can reuse the same tool, again, changing maybe specific features or settings in the tool itself with more businesses that need the same thing. Because if a business needs something specific, you are 100% sure that the next business who does the same exact thing might need the same thing. So there you have it. These are my niches for today. Again, as I stated at the beginning of the video, it's not easy. It's not that you start today and you start making money tomorrow. Let's stop the trend of saying, oh, you make $10,000 the first month. It takes time to get there. You need to start, you need to fail, you need to understand, the best approach with customers, and all these things takes time or experience. And if you don't have any of these two things, you need time. So you need to start making mistakes, understand what you can do, what you can't do, what people are interested, because maybe you think something interesting for someone and it might not be interesting to that specific business or to that specific customer. But remember, business is not easy, but if you do it long enough, you can master your craft and you can start making money. And again, once you start making money, you reinvest in yourself, you continue growing, and that's the way to create something that is useful, impactful, and again, where customers are actually happy to, and create a service that actually customers are happy to use. With that said, let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like to this video so you help my channel to grow. Share this video with someone that might be interested in this AI world and on business in general. Next week, I might start my live podcast. I was talking about this in my free Discord. Again, what I'm saying, everything that I'm saying, I'm not selling you any course. There's nothing here for sale. You find all the links in the description below. You find all the tools, the research, the templates that I have and that I use, and I share them for free in my community, in my Discord. Again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video.